Hello, Peter Schiff. I just want to say I enjoyed your videos again. Your insight is pretty amazing, and I have learned a whole great deal from you. I was curious though about gold and the history of gold. If you're saying that gold is valuable and I need it in order to survive, my question is, where do I get this gold from? Do I dig it up in my backyard? Do I have to work for this gold? Is this gold obtainable? Where do I get it from? Who's going to pay me in gold so that I can survive in the future? And how much gold is there in the world? How much gold is there in, for instance, Fort Knox? And could I have any of it? I also was thinking of something very interesting that I saw a few years ago. It was about the production of gold. Let's see if I can remember it well. Gold needs Gold doesn't come in nuggets so much anymore because, as you know, the gold rush is pretty much over, and whatever gold they mine has a lot of impurities in it. Therefore, from what saw on the news, on the documentary, gold needs cyanide in processing. After they process the gold with cyanide, the cyanide waste is just disposed of in the river. Now I was just curious as to how sustainable this practice is. And how long has gold actually been valuable and considered money? Who considers gold money? You can't eat it, can you? I was once watching a cartoon, I think it was Daffy Duck and Speedy Gonzales. Daffy Duck had found a big bunch of gold in the desert. And Speedy Gonzales said, I tell you what, give me that gold and I'll give you a glass of water. Well, obviously, that big rock of gold isn't worth as much as a glass of water, right? But when Donald Duck's life was in danger, he was willing to trade that whole big bunch of gold for a glass of water. So I would agree that when your life is in danger, then of course you're willing to give away your gold for the things you need. You need water, you don't need gold. And if the price of gold is increasing, that means the production of gold will increase, which means more pollution, more cyanide, more disgusting things that we need to obtain this gold. Okay. Oh, and another thing, on your thing on regulation, well, of course the government needs to have more regulation. Let's say people stop paying their mortgages. Well, in order to keep the value of the mortgages, they're going to have more regulation, more police, more enforcement to keep the prices up. If people are not paying their mortgages, then you can't sell any more properties, right? Because the value will go down. And the only reason people are able to buy and sell houses is because people can get evicted. Therefore, of course, the government's going to have more regulation in order to protect the rights of the banks. Not the people, the banks. So, of course, I don't know. Of course, you're going to have more regulation, right? And I guess that should come as no surprise as the economy gets worse that there is more regulation. And I just thought I'd add my 2 cents into that. And once again, I enjoyed your insight on things. And I just thought I'd share my insight. And for those of you who don't know already, please visit my website, antiforeclosurearmy.com, and we can end the Fed. We can crush the banks. We can live cheaper. Why are we paying anything? Good night.